the most fascinating areas in the world of photography is the tiny realm called macro photography. This is an exploration of objects in nature, everyday items we might find around the house, or photographing items like jewelry, postage stamps, or other collectibles. The Sigma 50mm f2.8 DG-EX macro provides the most affordable entry into this fascinating world. This large aperture normal focal length lens provides superior image quality and is perfect for beginners in the area of macro. Macro photography is usually described as photographing objects at magnification ratios of 1:1, meaning that an object that is 1 inch long in real life is recorded as an image 1 inch long on the camera's sensor. Just imagine photographing a tiny insect and then making a 19-inch print in which that little bug is as large as the paper, 19 inches long. The possibilities can be really exciting, or maybe even a bit scary. Like all the lenses in Sigma's macro family, this affordable 50mm optic has a fast f2.8 aperture to let in as much light as possible. And like all the other Sigma macro lenses, it shoots down to the magic 1:1 magnification ratio. And like all the other Sigma lenses, the 50mm 2.8 is a true flat field lens, providing optimum performance even when photographing objects that require a high degree of sharpness and precision. Since it's the shortest focal length in the macro family, it allows you to work at very close distances to your subject, making it ideal for tabletop photography indoors. At its closest distance, you will be shooting only 7.4 inches from your subject. And same as the other Sigma macro lenses, the 50mm is a DG series lens, meaning that you can use it on any digital camera, whether you're shooting with a full-frame professional model or the more common APS-C format. It's available for many digital camera brands on the market. The 50mm can do double duty as a high-quality normal lens on full-frame cameras or as a great portrait focal length on the APS-C format. It's designed using a floating optic system that corrects for maximum sharpness, whether you're shooting up close or at more normal working distances. For the beginner just starting out in the fascinating world of macro, the Sigma 50mm f2.8 DG lens is an inexpensive way to begin shooting, while the professional photographer can be assured it will provide the critical level of performance that you demand. Explore the possibilities with Sigma.
First one of these is the HVL F20S. This flash almost doubles the amount of light that you can throw at your subject. It attaches through the smart terminal at the top of the camera, right here. I simply plug that in, tighten it up, and then I engage it right here, and then I can throw my light off the wall, off the ceiling, or directly at my subject. The beauty of this is that it also offers a diffuser and bounce adapter. So if you want to get more creative with the light that you're using on your subject, the HVL F20S offers you those options. Moving on to the second accessory that we offer, an OLED viewfinder with 2.4 million dot resolution. Just like the HVL F20S, it attaches here to the accessory smart terminal at the top of the camera. With this viewfinder, although it's only a ½ inch wide, I can see 100% of what the sensor is seeing. So basically, what you see through the viewfinder is what you'll see on the image. Amazing depth of field, amazing contrast ratio with this viewfinder. Great professional accessory for anybody buying the NEX5R. What everybody else is doing out there right now is hitting record, using this red dot button to record HD movies. And what is video without sound? Sony's answered that question as well by offering the ECM SST1 microphone. This microphone, like the other two accessories I've shown, attaches through the smart terminal at the top of the camera. So if you're about to record your daughter's symphony or your dog just messing around in your apartment, you can select your settings of how focused you want that audio capture to be. On here, I've got settings of 120 degrees as well as 90 degrees. The last set of accessories are more for the creativity process. And these involve changing out and using the magic of the NEX cameras and basically our mirrorless system. So with a simple click, I can remove my 18-55 lens and add my SEL 16 f2.8 pancake lens. Just like that, super easy. Now, with these two adapters, I can get really cool effects. The first one is the wide angle adapter. And just as you saw me snap that on with the first one, I can do so easily with this one as well. Now, with this, you get amazing depth of field, and it also allows you to bring in more subject matter into your landscape pictures. Now, if you're not feeling like a wide angle type person, we also offer another effect. This one is the cooler one, that I think so, is the fisheye converter lens. And we've all seen these in magazine photos growing up of surfers or skateboarders or anybody to get that cool warped effect with your pictures. Again, with that 16 f2.8 on there, it's only adding a little bit more size. So we're still in this compact body, but getting more creative with our shots. Things that you wouldn't think of necessarily with a small compact camera. This is the ecosystem of accessories for the Sony NEX5R camera. I'm Ed from Sony. Thanks for watching.
In this part of the Canon EF Lens 101 series, we're going to cover macro lenses. Lenses that help make little details seem big. So what is macro photography? Macro photography is all about photographing objects that are really close to the lens. See, most lenses have a minimum focusing distance, and they won't let you focus on things that are just inches away from the lens. But special macro lenses, like Canon's EF100, let you get really close. Macro photography is great for photographing things like flowers, insects, jewelry. For example, if you wanted to get really close to show off the detail on a flower, a macro lens works great. Or let's say you wanted to photograph some seashells on the beach. Not only do macro lenses let you get super close to show off all the intricate details and patterns on the shells, but they also do a great job of creating that soft, blurry background that really helps those patterns and details stand out. So let's talk about some tips on using macro. First thing is, you're probably going to want to be on a tripod. With macro, you're shooting so close that any camera movement becomes really apparent in the final photo. Next, if you have one, using a remote cable release or even the camera's auto timer so that you're not shaking the camera when you press the shutter. Focus is really important. You want to focus on the part of the subject you want to be the sharpest. And when it comes to macro, f-stops can be really important. Let's say you're shooting a flower at a low f-stop at like f2.8. Even though you're focusing on one part of the flower, not only does the background become out of focus, but the rest of the flower itself can quickly become out of focus and blurry too. So you may need to increase your f-stop to maybe f11 or even higher to bring more of the flower into focus. Now here's one more tip. Even though macro lenses are designed for close-up work, they also work great for other types of photography, especially portraits. Canon's 100mm and 180mm macro lenses are favorites among some of the portrait photographers out there. As for lenses, Canon has a total of 6 macro lenses which range in focal lengths depending on just how close you want to get to your subjects. And for those of you that want to get into macro even deeper, make sure you look at the NPE 65mm, which lets you photograph a subject at up to 5 times its normal life size. Now, next up in the series, we're going to switch gears and we're going to go really wide with the unique perspective of a fisheye lens.
I'm at Mad Glass Studio in Denton, and I'm here to watch Matt and his crew make some art with fire, which I thought was really cool. So I have the E-mount 35 lens with me. It's great for low light situations. It's really great if you want to be artistic and have, you know, that beautiful faded look. And I think it's going to be really great in a place like this with so much beautiful stuff to look at. The 35, if you're looking to buy a prime lens, 35 is a great lens to start with, just because it's so versatile. It can shoot just about anything. So this lens can do a really shallow depth of field, meaning I can pick where the focus is and it's going to be really small. So when you have really cool, intricate objects like this and a bunch of them, I can actually make one stand out more than the other ones. So this is a working studio. There's a lot of industrial bits and pieces around, but there's also a lot of really gorgeous works of art. And I really think with this lens, I'll be able to focus on the beautiful stuff that I want to see. If I want to get a really good photo of them actually making the glass, I have to be quick and agile because they can't stop and pose. So it's great that I have a camera that's small and lightweight so I can get in through and not get in their way. Your photo camera is also a video camera, and I'm really excited to take some beautiful video because I have a 35 lens on a video camera that's small and compact and fits in one hand. I kind of think everyone needs to have a 35.
The Sigma 17 to 50 millimeter f2.8 EXDC lens is a world-class lens for photographers who want the utmost in image quality in a fast, constant aperture standard zoom designed specifically for APS-C DSLRs. For wedding shooters, photojournalists, and discerning landscape photographers, this is the ultimate upgrade from the slow, variable aperture standard kit lens. Designed for use with smaller APS-C digital cameras, it's compatible with a number of brand name cameras and comes with a 4-year US warranty. The wide f2.8 remains constant throughout the entire zoom range, making this lens perfect for available light portraits and candids. And that fast f2.8 aperture at all focal length also offers maximum flash range when you choose to add light. And with Sigma's optical stabilizer system built in, you can make great sharp images in very low light at slow shutter speeds without a tripod. The hypersonic motor ensures quiet, high-speed autofocusing capabilities. And the FLD glass elements make for sharp, crisp images comparable to fluorite elements, but with less weight and cost. This lens is also extremely lightweight and compact, with an overall length of just 3.6 inches. It's an easy lens to always have on hand for pro-quality results with APS-C DSLRs. Whether you're already a working pro, an aspiring student, or an ambitious enthusiast, the 17 to 50 millimeter f2.8 EXDC lens from Sigma is a fantastic step up in overall image quality and performance. When you need professional quality from a fast, constant aperture standard zoom designed specifically for APS-C DSLRs, this is the lens for you. Explore the possibilities with Sigma.
If you're interested in buying one of these products, links to all the products mentioned in this video are in the description down below. If you like and found this video helpful, don't forget to give a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.